What is going on, guys? It is me again. It's HorrorFan34, and welcome back to another video. And this is going to be my Monster Mania recap. Monster Mania 43 in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Went Friday night. Right now it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. So technically I'm filming this on Saturday, but went Friday night. And I'm in such a great mood once again. You know, this con was amazing. It was definitely one of the best cons I went to in the 9 years I've been going. The Phillies won again against the Padres. Bryce Harper hit another home run, so that was awesome. Found some really cool stuff at this con. Met some really cool people and things like that. And just what a night! And to end it all off the night, had a delicious cheesesteak and fries. I mean, and on top of that too, I lost a couple pounds on my diet, so I think I'm down to about 269 right now. I weighed myself earlier today. So that's been going great. So it's been so good lately. It really has been. So I figured I'd show you guys all the stuff that I got from Monster Mania 43. So let's get on to it. Let me just get everything Let me just slide everything over here. Let me slide that over, this over, this. Put that there. Put these over here. Okay. I want to make sure I get everything settled here, but here's the flyer itself. It's actually horizontally, instead of, usually you hold it up like this, but horizontally this time, this flyer. I always grab one of these programs when I go to Monster Mania. This is all the photo ops they had, the films and events they had, the layout of the hotel, things like that. I always pick up a flyer when I go to all these conventions. So anyways, I'll get onto the autographs first, then I'll get onto the Blu-rays and DVDs that I got. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll show you the photos that I got with the celebrities as well. So here we go. I just want to let you guys know, I know in the pre-Monster Mania video that I did, I said I was going to do Vivica A. Fox and Joey Lauren Adams, but I decided to meet another celebrity in place of them because I know those two do cons, I think, really frequently. So, I mean, I'll just get them next time, and I really wanted to get this one person because they had a really cool-looking poster that I wanted to start on their table, so that's why I went and got that person. We'll get to that when I get to that person, but I'll get Joey Lauren Adams and Vivica Fox at another time because I really wanted the one that I'm going to talk about later. So, first up that I met, of course, was, and this is on the flip side of my Halloween poster that I have two people signed, but talk about my E.T. poster. This thing is now complete. Where I showed this at last year's convention, I met Robert McNaughton and Dee Wallace. So I met Michael and the mom, and I figured I added Elliot on there. Henry Thomas, right up here. So now this thing is complete. It's a beautiful looking piece. And he wrote Thomas, Phone Home, Henry Thomas, and then Elliot, the character that he played. Henry Thomas, really nice guy, really enjoyed meeting him, talked to him for a little bit. Me and him talked about how when I met Robert last time, I was wearing my Roy Halladay Rest in Peace shirt, and I said, well, you know, the last time I met Robert last summer, you know, Robert commented on my shirt that he liked it, and Henry told me, well, you know, that's one of Robert's passions. He loves baseball. And I said, well, I remember Robert telling me that even though he grew up in New York, he's a big Diamondbacks fan. And Henry Thomas was like, oh, yeah, you know, he's traveled a lot around the world, and he's been to a lot of places and things like that. And Henry Thomas told me how him and Robert are still best friends. Still to this day, they still maintain contact with each other ever since the movie, and I thought that was just a really cool story. So Henry Thomas, big thumbs up to him. Of course, I have the bracelet here for Friday night. So here is my picture with Henry Thomas. Let me just pull it up here real quick. See if I can get that focused. I don't know what happened there, but there you go. So that was pretty cool. Sorry if the zoom changed a little bit. That was a little weird, but so Harry Thomas was a big plus for me. Next up is Devon Sawa from Final Destination. Now the thing with Devon Sawa is I couldn't find my Final Destination DVD, so I figured I'd just get an 8x10 off his table, and I figured I'd pick this one from Final Destination. It's a really nice looking 8x10. Devon Sawa, once again, was a really stand-up guy. Talked to him for a little bit. People in front of me there was actually two people in front of me that were dressed in Ghostbuster outfits, and Devon Sawa was talking to them how he has a 5-year-old son and he's a big Ghostbusters fan and things like that. And me and Devon, it was my turn after that. Devon Sawa, me and him talked for a little while. I mean, Devon Sawa is just a really stand-up guy. I was really glad that I got to meet him. So I picked his 8x10 off his table, and I love his description. He wrote to Thomas the fucking plane, Devon Sawa, and he inscribed it as Flight 180, which was the flight that the characters were on. So I thought that was pretty cool. Really, really cool inscription. Really, really cool inscription on that one. And my picture with Devon Sawa, right there. So that was pretty cool. Next up was a big one for me. Eldon Henson from the Mighty Ducks. Got him to sign my Mighty Ducks DVD. He wrote to Thomas, Ducks Fly Together, Eldon Henson. Another really stand-up guy, Eldon Henson. I actually asked him what it was like working with Emilio Estevez, and Eldon told me how he was a really cool guy. One of the coolest guys ever that he got to work with, Emilio Estevez. And then he also told me a story that he also got to work with his father, Martin Sheen, on another movie, and Eldon was talking a lot about that. So Eldon Henson, a pretty stand-up guy as well, so I was really glad to get him. My picture with Eldon. You can see I'm wearing the Roy Halladay shirt in the picture. That was a nice gift from my birthday last year. So that was pretty cool. And then the last one that I mentioned, how I replaced Vivica A. Fox and Joey Laurinaitis with this one, because they had this really nice looking poster on their table, and I wanted to start this piece because this piece is absolutely beautiful. I met Shawnee Smith, who was in I think the first 4 Saw films, who played the character of Amanda. But if you look up her filmography, she's been in a lot of other stuff. The Blob, one of my favorite 80s films, Summer School. That's another one of my favorite 80s films, that and The Blob. I love Summer School with Mark Harmon. She was in that. She was on the Anger Management TV show with Charlie Sheen. I mean, you look her up, she's been in a lot of stuff. And I figured I'd pick this off her table because I think this is a nice looking Saw poster with the right there. And she had signed it down there. She wrote to Thomas, he helped me, Shawnee Smith, and then Amanda, the character that she played. Shawnee Smith, really nice lady as well. I talked to her for a little bit. I actually told her, yeah, she said, you know, how's everything going and all that stuff. I told her it was a little rough for me last month. For me, you know, my grandmother passed away, and I told her a little bit about that, and you know, she was really engaged in the conversation, listening to me talk about it, and said, you know, it's been better lately. You know, it's been a lot better lately, and you know, she says, you know, I'm glad. You know, keep your chin up. You know, things will be okay. Look, you gotta keep your head up and things like that. And I told her, you know, I have, and things like that. And Shawnee Smith, just really nice lady. Really cared deeply about what I was going through last month, and when I told her about that and things like that. So just a really awesome lady. Really glad I got to meet Shawnee Smith. was really a pleasure meeting her. Just a really nice lady. So then here's my picture with Shawnee. Right there. So that was pretty cool. So those are all the autographs and the celebrities that I met. Now we're getting on to the Blu-rays and DVDs that I got. Well, I'll start with the Blu-rays first. I was really happy to find this, the Arrow video release of Alice Sweet Alice, which is, I know this just came out from Arrow Video. We wanted to get this movie for a while. I know the DVD was out of print and things like that, but I'm really glad that Arrow has a Blu-ray of this now, so I was really happy to pick this up. Also couldn't pass this up because I had this on DVD, but I wanted to get this on Blu-ray from the Warner Archive, but Bad Ronald. Really happy to finally have this on Blu-ray. Really nice. Okay, so that was the Blu-rays, now the DVDs. This is another one that I was trying to find. I don't know if this is out of print or not. I don't know, but Trilogy of Terror. Really happy to finally pick this up. Really underrated anthology. And the rest, and these last four are DVD-Rs, where basically this guy, it's an awesome guy, you know, copies movies from the VHS onto a DVD and, you know, things like that. And, you know, I tell you what, this is a really good place to go if you want to find things that are out of print and you don't feel like paying a lot of money for the actual DVDs. This is a good way to get them. They're VHS quality, but they're DVD-Rs. They're burned from the VHS, but they're still pretty good quality for me. But I got Brain Smasher, A Love Story for the Andrew Dice Clay collection. Blood Savage, which is one I was really curious about because it has Ray Walston and John Saxon in it. I know this is out of print, but I figured I'd pick it up. April Fool's Day, really one of the most underrated slashers. And the last one I got was Meet the Applegates. One I still have not yet seen before, and it's directed by Michael Lehman, same guy that did Hudson Hawk and Heathers, and I believe he also did Airheads too with Adam Sandler. I'm pretty sure that's the same guy, but I was curious about this because this is one of the few Michael Lehman films I haven't seen yet. So, yeah, The Applegates. So there you have it. That's my entire haul. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time. You guys take care.